Hello friends, in today's video we are going to do recursion tree analysis of optimal binary search tree recursive program. In my last video I have written this program, and if you have not watched that video then please go and watch, otherwise it will be very difficult for you to understand it. Now to find the optimal cost in these keys with these frequencies, what I will do, I will make a function called to optree I comma j, where I is 1 and j is 3. That is, from here to here I will pick a root one by one and I will find a root having minimum cost. Okay. Now see what will happen when this function will come for its execution. So first of all, this condition will be checked. It will be false. Then this condition will be checked. It will be false. Now this function will create a main cost variable for itself. After that, what it will do? It will run for k in range 1, 2, 3 plus 1. That is, it will run for k equal to 1, 2 and 3. That is, first it will make this root, then this, then this. K equal to 1, k equal to 2, k equal to 3. So, here 10 will be made root. So let's see what will happen when it will run for k equal to 1. So this cost will be calculated, and what is this cost? This cost is sum of all the elements, okay, from I to j. I is 1, j is 3, so 105. Then cost of left subtree, that is, this function will be called optree 1 comma k minus 1, that is 1 comma 0. And when this particular function will come for its execution, you can see here I is greater than j, so 0 will be returned. So 105 plus 0. Now it got the answer of left subtree. Now it will call right subtree, that is optree k plus 1j. K is 1, so 2 comma 3. Now 2 comma 3 will come for its execution, and what it will do, this condition will be checked and it will be false, this condition will also be false, so it will create mean cost variable for itself. Okay. Then for k in range 2 to 3 plus 1, that is, it will run for 2 and 3, that is, it will try to make 2 and 3 root one by one. So first it will run for k equal to 2, and that is, it will make 20 root. Okay. Don't mess up with 2 and 20. Okay. So first it will make 2 a root, and when it will make 2 a root, it will calculate the cost. So what will be the cost here? Sum of frequency from I minus 1 to j, 2 to 3. So basically these two. 65 plus then left subtree 2 to k minus 1. K is equal to 2. So 2 comma 1. And when 2 comma 1 will go for its execution, this condition will be true. It will return 0 from here. So 65 plus 0. Now what it will do? K plus 1 j. J is 3. K plus 1 is 3. So 3 comma 3 will be called. And when this will go for its execution, as you can see here, this condition will be true. It will return f of I minus 1. That is, it will return 30 from here. And 65 plus 30, it is equal to 95, and 95 is smaller than infinity. That is this length. Cost is equal to 95, mean cost at infinity. So 95 will be updated here. Now it will try 3 as root, that is 30 as root. So first of all, this sum part 65 plus, here it will be 2 2, here it will be 4 3. Now I will draw tree parallelly. Okay. So from here what will be returned? From here 35 will be returned. And from here 0 will be returned. So 65 plus 35 plus 0, 100. Cost when I have made 30 root is 100. and here I have already 95. Is the cost smaller than mean cost? Answer is no. So I am not going to update mean cost. So as you can see here it is 95. No, so now it has run for k equal to 2 as well as k equal to 3, and I have 95 here. So 95 will be written from here. Okay. Now 105 left tree cost is 0 and right tree cost mean cost is 95. So it is totally equal to 200. That is, when I am making 10 as a root, my optimal cost is 200. Okay. Now this line will execute for this particular function. Okay. It is infinity. It is 200. 200 is smaller. That is, cost is smaller than mean cost. So 200 will be updated here. Now what will happen? This particular function will execute for k equal to 2. That is, it will make 20 root. Okay. So first of all, this particular thing, 105 plus, when it will make 2 root, then it will make 2 function calls. Okay. For left subtree and right subtree. This will be 1 1. This will be 3 3. From here 40 will be written. Okay. I is equal to j, and from here 30 will be written. So 100 plus 40 plus 30 equal to 175. And as you can see, cost is 175, mean cost is 200. So here 175 will be updated. Now let's see what will happen when it will execute for k equal to 3. That is, it will try 30 as a root. Okay. So first of all, this part 105 plus, now left subtree, right subtree. Left subtree will be 1 2 and right subtree will be 4 3. As 30 is root, I will have nothing in my right subtree. Okay. Now what will happen is that it will come for its execution. Okay. This condition check will be false. Mean cost will be created. Now what will happen? It will run for k in range 1 to 2 plus 1. That is 1 2. First it will make 1 root, then it will make 2 as a root. Okay. Let's see what will happen when it will make 1 as a root. That is 10 root. Okay. When it will make 10 as a root, this cost will be calculated. So 75 plus left subtree, right subtree. When 1 will be root, I will have 1 comma 0 here. K is 1, so 1 comma 1 minus 1. And here I will have k plus 1 k, 2 2. From here 0 will be returned. From here 35 will be returned. Okay. So 75 plus 0 plus 35 is equal to 110. Now cost is equal to 110. Mean cost is equal to infinity. Is cost smaller than mean cost? Answer is yes. So in mean cost, I will update 110. Correct? Now what will happen? 2 will be tried as a root. So 75 plus cost of left subtree, cost of right subtree. So in left subtree I will have 1 1, and in right subtree I will have 3 2. Okay. From here 0 will be returned, and from here 40 will be returned. 75 plus 40 plus 0. This one is 115. So cost is 115. Mean cost is 110. This condition will be true or false? It will be false. So this line will not be executed. And now you can see this particular function call has executed. So this will execute and it will return 110 from here. Okay. Now you have 110 from here. So 1 5 plus 1 1 0, and now this function call will be made, and from here 0 will be returned. So here it is 215. And now see, for this particular function, cost when 3 is a root is 215 and mean cost is 175. So, will this condition be true or false? It will be false. So, this line will not execute. Now, for this particular function, k equal to 1, 2, 3 has executed. So, control will come to this return and mean cost will be returned. Okay, mean cost will be returned, and what is it? 175. So this is how this recursive function for optimal binary search tree is going to execute in our computer. And one more thing, let's do some analysis, that is checking for DP. See here, 1 1. Okay, here 1 1, here 1 1. Now 3 3. And where is another 3 3? Here. And 2 2 2 2. So what are these? These are overlapping sub problems. Okay, overlapping sub problem. So this condition is satisfied. We already have a recursive equation. Okay, now see optimal substructure property. See, 1, 3 is breaking itself into sub problems, and later on what it is doing? With the help of these sub problems, it is coming to its answer. That is, a bigger problem is breaking itself into some smaller sub problems, and with the help of a smaller sub problem, it will come to its answer. And one more thing, this function call will be optimal in itself. Why? Same recursive equation. So third property, that is optimal substructure property, is also satisfied. So what is my conclusion from here? I can apply dynamic programming. Okay. So in next video, what I will do? I will apply bottom-up code to this particular optimal binary search tree. That is bottom-up version. And if you have liked this video, then please like, share, and subscribe. And thanks a lot for watching.